Good morning, guys. Let's get straight into it. Rain again. It's a bit light on in Queensland. We'll go through those runners now. I've got in Eagle Farm, I've got the Derby. I've got two horses here in race 8, number 14 Rogan and number 20 the Muffin Man at quite big odds. Now, you might think they're rough, but they might be rough in price, but they're not rough in profile. You know, when you've got young 3-year-olds going up to the distance for the first time, there's a lot of unknown, a lot of scope for improvement. And these two horses, to me, I really think, especially at the price, that they're going to enjoy the distance, and they're here in this race for good reason. So, number 14, Rogan, trained by Cliff Brown. He's trained several Derby winners before, so he knows how it's done. And this horse won at Caulfield over the 2,000 metres. Had to go back from a wide barrier, and just the way he just came into the race, and then he was just finishing stronger and stronger. I think he'll enjoy the 2,400. Schofield in the saddle is good. Barrier 20. These wide barriers at Eagle Farm is a blessing. The inside's going to be off. If a jockey can get the horse in a rhythm and coming into the race at the same time, coming out wide is where you want to be. So maybe that's why they're bigger prices, some of the ones with wide barrier, and we've got another one with a wide barrier as well that seems to be over the odds. It's not an issue at Eagle Farm, not with True and the Rail, and it's going to be wet. These two horses are both unproven in the wet. Now, the Muffin Man, this is sort of how I picked up Rogan, because the Muffin Man had really good form here behind Athanatos, and we know what Athanatos went and did in the Winter Carnival. And then after 5-week break, he had a torrid run from this wide barrier with Ethan Brown. Ethan Brown sticks. He went wide. He was keen, and he still just kept coming and coming and coming, and that repeated it off his good run behind Athanatos. It's by 2 down hot at a Jennifer Lynn, which was quite a good mare. And again, unproven in the wet, but I really believe he's going to enjoy the distance. He's going to be improved off that run. Ethan Brown sticks. Wide barrier again, but not concerned. Great price around the $23. So them two in the Derby. Then we go to Eagle Farm race 6. Same thing here. Just Party's drawn in 19. He comes into around 16. I'm not worried about the wide draws. Nasrilla is on. This is a very good horse that had mixed form, but they gelded him. Got second to a Node. You got second to Prost. Trust me, this is a good horse that was running around Autumn Sydney Carnival. They gelded him. Look, the notes here. Gelded, tried well, and then this was just a top run first up. In the heavy 8, it was a massive run first up. He'll be improved from that run. He's been improved from the gelding. He's shown potential on the pass, and he's proven in the heavy, which going through the form, you know, the favourite Angel Capital is not proven in the wet at all. Funny thing is, the only thing I don't like, he was around $7.50 and now he's around $10. This horse is blowing out. Normally I wouldn't tip it to you when he's already blown out from the early market. So just watch, like he's gone $7.50 to $10. If this horse starts going $12, $14, just don't touch him. But I'm willing to put him in because I think they think the wide barrier is a no-go. But I haven't backed him yet because I'm going to see where his price goes. I don't want him to blow out more than $10. That's enough from $7.50, $10. But I'm thinking once they see the track play, he's going to come back in. And I really want to tip him to you guys because if the track plays like that and there's a little bit of money for him, this is a good horse ready to peak and it's going to be hard to beat. So they're my 3 in Brisbane. All quite big prices, all with wide draw, funny enough. Let's go to Caulfield race 2. We've got 2 horses here, Sparkling and Illative. I'll just go off the sheet, my notes on the sheet here. Look, there's Splashback here. He's a good horse. Here's the favourite. I'm willing to go against the favourite here. with 2 selections that have been black book and rating for us. Splashback will need further ground. So he's a good horse, but he will need more distance. And I've got 2 mares here that I think are going really well. And that's Sparkling, 2 good runs from a spell, ready to peak third up, be hard to beat. Same with Illative. We dived in, we tipped this horse second up, did a few things wrong, was running in patches, hit the line hard, was keen. They're going to put blinkers on, and that could be all the difference. And they're trading around, around the $6 mark, both of them. They'll be hard to beat. Then we go to Caulfield, race 6. We've got number 3, Jimmy Bear, and number 9, Kettle Hill at a big price. And again, there's been no money for Kettle Hill, which concerns me a bit. But Jimmy the Bear just loves Caulfield. Look at this track and distance. 5 starts, 2 wins, third. Loves second up. It was behind War Machine, right? That was a really, really good run. Really good with the 59 kilos. Tommy Preble in the saddle, rides again. He just has to repeat that style of run. Another 200 metres. He's going to be really hard. Starting to train him around the 460 mark. He's going to be hard to beat. And I thought Kettle Hill, a little bit on Bermudez, guys. Promising horse. Now with Hayes is going to improve him just a little saver there. Kettle Hill, this run, first up, was bloody fantastic. What setting have I got in here? Let's go back. Looking for rating patterns, Kettle Hill. Here. No, not here. I know we're going back a little bit here. Where was it? Maybe we don't have to go that far back. Anyway, it was in Caulfield. He's shown this rating pattern before, first up, stepping up to Caulfield, second up, and it was behind a very good horse. Let's go to, this track, this distance. Rise at Dawn. A second to Rise at Dawn, 17th, 8th, over 1,600, benchmark 154. There's a benchmark one. If he repeats that, it's going to be hard to beat, and it was second up as well, guys, just so you know. If I hit second up, I'm sure second up. But anyway, maybe after like a bit of a 6-week freshen, something like that. So there are 2 in Caulfield. Good prices there. Jimmy the Bear and Kettle Hill. Let's not talk about good prices here. We don't need a good price. Caulfield race 8, number 7, Niance. Those who are winner members, we give away free bet on our best bet. And this is our dynamite. We call them our dynamite tip, Niance. Look, as you can see in my notes here, she rates 2 lengths above benchmark, 2 lengths above average. She should be winning this. There is a danger here in Cleo Cat, and we don't normally tip horses first up. Cleo Cat rates around benchmark. So we're saying Nails is 2 lengths better, 2.5 lengths better. Now, she might not go that, and it was at Caulfield, at this track. She's bulletproof, who ran second in Oakley. So if this wasn't a race, we'd probably be looking at Cleo Cat because the same sort of profile, but we have to trust our ratings here. And even if Nails doesn't hit her top rating, which she should still be a length, 3/4, or somehow just win the race. She's got 2 to 2.5 lengths gap there to not run her peak to still win. That's what our ratings are telling us. And we have to trust it. And we think Niance is a play at 640. Let's go to Caulfield race 7, number 9, Unstopabull. Look, this was an awesome run first up. Get the video out and you'll see it. It's backed up before second up, beating Point and Shoot. So again, it's got those rating patterns and it's been a big winner in the heavy on the pass. So tick, tick, tick for Unstopabull. And we think it's going to be hard to beat. Rosehill race 10, number 7, Pajanti. Very similar profile. Good run first up. They tried something different. It has failed second up, but I think the trainer here, when I look through the runs, he's worked out this is a fresh sprinter. He's giving it 5 weeks between runs, and on that run, I think Pajanti is going to be really hard to beat. There was a few question marks, but at $10, I just had to come back to this. It wasn't enough to put me off at the $10. This horse again, only 13 starts, still working out, still on the way up. And I think the rating gurus, everyone's putting in a box. 2 heavy runs for 2 unplaced, but one didn't get a run, and the next one was over 1400, where it ran over 1400 good track and failed as well. So, like I said, I think they worked out as a sprinter and fresh. And it was like a soft 6 last start. It was plenty to give out of the track. And I'm not willing to say those 2 starts in the heavy means it can't handle the heavy. So $10 Pajanti, worth the risk. And then we go to Morphetville, race 7, number 10, lovely looking. There's a huge breakdown in class from a group 3 to a 1 metropolitan and drops 1.5 kilos. Rail out 10 metres. A horse like that up on the pace, drawn short, drawn close to inside, I think should be really hard to beat at the round the $2.40. Hey guys, good luck. Have a great weekend. See you next Saturday. If you want to be a member, $12 a month. We give away heaps of prizes. Someone won our $500 fuel voucher, and we give you free bets on our selection. So, and you get our tips. We don't always tip our tips to the public. So, all right, guys. Like I said, see you next Saturday. Good luck. Gamble responsibly once again. And it's for entertainment. You can win, but it's for entertainment. You start betting more than you can afford, it's not fun, and that's called gambling. All right, guys, take care. See you next week. Imagine what you can be buying instead.